Every iconic moment at Augusta National creates a ripple, a chorus that cascades across the course.
There it is, a win for the ages.
A marker in time.
Oh, what a shot.
A moment in history.
Yes, sir.
They happen on every hole.
And an unbelievable shot by Mickelson.
With every type of shot. Culminating in every conceivable emotion.
Ben Crenshaw has won the Masters for a second time.
The players and the years change, but through it all is a constant. The patrons. Try to imagine these moments without them. No thunderous roars or appreciative applause, signs of endearing admiration. The patrons at the Masters are not passive viewers. They are part of the tournament. Their sounds become notes in a spring symphony. Background singers in one of sport's most beloved songs. Now sitting just off Berkman's Road in Augusta, Georgia, is an open field with a very specific purpose. This on-site parking set amongst the pines sets patrons on their journey towards one of the game's most enchanting experiences, a day at the Masters. Quickly, upon arrival, a patron is faced with one important fact. No cell phones are allowed past the gates. The further into the property you go, the further you are from the connected world, present, with what and who is around you. It's a fundamental part of the patron experience, a day free of distractions and full of possibility.
There's human connection here that there isn't at other sporting events or other golf tournaments.
You quickly sort of like detox from not having any kind of digital connection to the world. You really start to sort of feel your senses sharpen.
A novel concept these days. Without a phone filling up your hand, your five-fingered friends suddenly have room for a pairing sheet, or possibly a pair of sandwiches. Perhaps most importantly, you now have the ability to do this. To help steer a patron around Augusta National, the Masters has a number of wayfinding signs. Iconic in their own right, these simple markers, adorned with words like Amen Corner, are spread throughout the course. For newcomers and veterans alike, there is no better guide to a day here than the one written by Masters Tournament co-founder Bobby Jones. Available for free to all, the Spectator Guide lays out the best areas from which to view the tournament. The space behind the 2nd and 7th greens, for instance. And all the while, it weaves in tips on how a Southern gentleman of Mr. Jones' stature would behave. In golf, he says, customs of etiquette and decorum are just as important as rules governing play. A reminder to bring your best behavior through the gates.
Once they get inside, they're more polite, they're more rules-abiding, they're calmer, there's a gentility about it.
Part of Augusta National's ethos, patrons are held to a standard of decorum, expected to follow rules of etiquette. For one, no running on the grounds, no applauding misfortunes. It's a respect for people and the place, and it's why you can put down a chair in your favorite viewing spot and come back to find it hours later. Where a patron puts their chair is a personal decision, a distinctly only at the Masters tradition. This simple folding chair gives each person the opportunity to pick where they put it. As some might say, there are no seat numbers on a tournament ticket. Often a chair can be placed within inches of the rope line. This proximity to history leads to incredible moments, and often the silence from patrons is palpable, right before a shot. Then, boom. the Masters, an uncluttered viewing experience awaits. With only players and their caddies allowed inside the ropes, the course becomes a pure competitive stage. Beyond hearing the sounds of the patrons, the only way to know who is going up the leaderboard or down it is to watch the numbers being posted in real time. Today, patrons experience updates in exactly the same way as generations of patrons before them. The over-under scoring system that shows under par scores in red, over par in green, and even par scores by way of a green zero is a concept that was first invented in 1960 by tournament co-founder Clifford Roberts. The club prides itself on the experience one can have at the Masters, an experience that can always be bettered. This mindset of continuous improvement has been evident at the club from its earliest days. Clifford Roberts wrote this in response to a patron letter. Anytime our studies indicate that the present policies can be improved, we will be quick to act. And please believe me when I say letters such as the one you wrote are very helpful. Many of the changes adopted in the past were suggested by our loyal and keenly interested patrons. Masters patrons have always made it a point to dress in a way that matches the occasion, a mix of classic Southern style that has evolved through the years. This colorful attire, creating the backdrop of each hole, the framing to golf's most unforgettable moments. For some, being a patron at the Masters is an annual tradition. Often, the experience serves as a link between generations.
When I think of the Masters, I think of my dad. He got me into golf, and there's nothing better than walking Augusta with my dad.
My granddad, actually. He used to come every single year, and he passed away this year, so it's super special to be here.
They spend a lot of time together, but the time they spend here, you can't put a price tag on it. It's been a big tradition for us as a family, and just to bring a third generation here, we just love it, have a great time every year.
Everything changes every year a little bit, yet everything's the same. It's tearful almost. That's a funny way to put it for a grown man, I mean, but it really is.
Visiting these hallowed grounds is a point of connection and commonality, a spring pilgrimage that brings up memories of those we've loved and lost.
It makes me tear up because it thinks of my grandfather. This place is very special to him.
Well, my mother was from Augusta. I think of her and the whole family.
I think of my grandparents, because growing up, they would talk about the Masters and they were able to go. Just hearing the stories and having the chance to visit with them always made it special. It's the people. It's the people that are close to you.
Such personal connections have been at the heart of this tournament since the very start. Its genesis emerging from the strong relationships between tournament co-founders Bobby Jones, Clifford Roberts, and their closest friends.
Bobby Jones. I met him in 1964. I was 14 years old. I was out on the golf course. I was scared to death to go up to him, but I did, and he was the nicest gentleman.
What began as a local event that relied on word of mouth to spread the gospel and fill the gates soon exploded in popularity, with interest coming from all corners.
These final crucial shots.
The tournament grew alongside the advent of television and a champion with unparalleled charisma and charm. And as the story goes, soldiers from nearby Fort Gordon were given Masters tickets. Once they got on site, the discussion centered around who to follow. Upon learning of Arnold Palmer's Coast Guard background, the troops gravitated his way. Thus, Arnie's Army was born. A legion of fans who would either will their man to victory or commiserate together in his missed opportunities. All the while, other stars began filling out this unique space in the sporting universe.
We loved to get on TV back in those days. We'd get there early and we would watch every shot that Jack Nicklaus made. In '75, he came out and he had these beautiful white slacks on and he had this beautiful green shirt, the striped green shirt that's so famous, and his blonde hair was just glistening in the Georgia sunlight. I said, Dad, I think he's gonna win this year. He just looked the part.
What Bobby Jones and Clifford Roberts created was taken to the masses by Palmer, Nicholas, and others who helped popularize what has become a must-attend event, with patrons proudly declaring their allegiances to the popular figures of the day. And since the mid-90s, there has always been an easy way to identify where one particular player is on the course. Just look for the crowds. Perhaps no player in the sport's history has created more roars or more indelible moments than five-time Masters champion Tiger Woods. The shots, iconic. The reactions, explosive. Moves everyone has tried to emulate at least once. But no matter the golfers of the era they are coming to support, a Masters badge, first and foremost, grants access to Augusta National. A most wonderful world. Those lucky enough to make it through the gates are met with undeniable awe and wonder upon seeing the pristine beauty of Augusta National, and with it, their dreams realized.
Another great year.
Could not be any better. We're at the Masters.
This place draws notable names from all walks of life to the Masters each spring. But regardless of how popular or successful someone is in their own lives, here, everyone is on equal footing. Outside the ropes, Augusta National has gone to great lengths to prioritize the patron experience. And a day as a patron means there is much to do. See the sights, Amen Corner, the undulation on number 10, the big oak tree. Hit the concessions, then hit them again. Offerings live up to their billing of being both Southern in style and affordable in price. And savvy patrons will appreciate the fact that each building here is a permanent structure, like the golf shop, where must-have items start with a chair and an umbrella, and end, well, when you get to the exit. Beyond a Masters logoed item, one way to prove you were here is by getting your picture snapped at Founder's Circle. If a patron is here Monday through Wednesday, they're welcome to bring a camera of their own to capture photos, a unique practice round perk. And the only way for a patron to connect with the outside world from inside these gates are via the phone banks. Free of charge and easy to find across the course, these old-school phones offer a chance to give family and friends an update directly from the grounds.
I'm here in person seeing this beautiful course, the hills, the azaleas.
An instant way to make someone's day. Throughout the tournament's rich history, patrons have helped generate a shared energy with the players, forever linking them all through unforgettable moments. Even those competing know what they would do if they had a day to spend in a patron's shoes.
I'll get there as early as possible. I would have spent at least 2 months training my power walk to be quicker than everybody walking in through the gate there.
I would walk very, very quickly to number 12 and get somewhere up on that area where I can see the second shots coming in on number 11.
I would like to put my chair on 18 green, like at the very exit in the corner there. Then I'd go wander.
I'd go to the hill on 16. That's Augusta to me. Down in that 15 green, 16, it's just iconic.
Hopefully it's a beautiful day and the sun's setting and beautiful evening. You're going to watch like the last 3 or 4 groups.
In 2012, when Bubba Watson and Ted Scott won their first Masters, a then unfamiliar face was watching in the gallery. That's Scotty Scheffler, 10 years before he became a Masters champion himself, with Ted Scott on his bag. Such collective experiences have helped the tournament's mystique grow through the generations. And through it all, the quality of the patron experience has remained paramount to the club and is a part of the Masters tournament's ethos, offering each patron the chance to have a unique relationship with this sacred place. Soaking up every moment, never knowing what might happen next. And half the fun will come from talking about all you saw as you walk out of the gates, walk back to your car, go home, go back to work, back to your daily life, knowing, as few do, what it's actually like. And sure, deep down, Everyone wishes they could be the one walking off the 18th green and into a green jacket as the sun begins to set. But the opportunity to witness such greatness and play a supporting role in golf history is a runner-up finish worth writing home about.